My name is Jake Lloyd, and I am a lifelong pro wrestling fan.
And I'm Alexandra Hoy, brand new to the wonderful world of pro wrestling, and I have decades worth of characters and stories to catch up on.
And so this is her crash course in WWE history by way of the iconic Royal Rumble match.
It's me, you, and 30 other men.
We did it!
We're back!
We did it. We're back with yet another...
Happy New Year!
People, listen. No one's listening to this on time. They don't know what day it is.
It's now 2020.
But listen, somebody could be listening to this in 2025.
Cool. How is it in the future?
And now they're like, Happy New Year, it's June. And
how is it in June of 2025?
Now you just sound dumb.
You sound dumb.
I always sound dumb. Welcome back to me, you, and 30 other men. We are very excited to watch yet another Royal Rumble match. Oh, you tried to say it at the same time as me. And I didn't know that that's what you were doing.
I know. I jumped in and attacked you with that. Yeah, so we're here. And Jake.
What?
Jake is very tired.
Listen.
We had a big plate of waffles for breakfast.
Alexandra made 90-pound waffles. And they weren't like light, airy. They were like heavy, dense, like solid pancake waffles.
I was just following a recipe.
Yeah, the recipe
for
was
scratch
how to
waffles.
Murder your boyfriend through waffles.
With love through waffles. Jake, so for those tuning in for the first time, can you explain what the heck is a Royal Rumble?
Wow. Can you say Royal
Rumble?
Well, first off, if this is the first time you're tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you. And it's actually Royal Rumble.
We're very happy to have you. Of course, the Royal Rumble is the biggest match of the year in WWE, in which 30 wrestlers compete in one match. The way it works is two men start the match, and every 2 minutes or so, another wrestler joins in the mayhem. Wrestlers are eliminated when they are thrown over the top rope with both feet hitting the floor. The last man standing is declared the winner, and usually, not always, but usually is given a championship title match of their choosing at Wrestlemania just a few months later.
Bum, bum, bum.
So on this program, we pick a Royal Rumble match at random out of the Jar O Rumbles and watch it in real time right alongside you if you are into that sort of thing.
And I really like to shake the Jar O Rumbles, even though it's still going to be random no matter what I pick out.
It doesn't matter if you shake. If anything, by shaking it, you're just opening up the little pieces of paper inside, ruining it.
But the reality is, I just like to shake the jar.
Right. Well, is that it? We're diving right in? You're picking it right now?
I'm picking.
All right, so let's see what Rumble we're going to do this week.
2012.
2012. The 2012 Rumble was the 25th annual Royal Rumble. It took place on January 29th, 2012 at the Scottrade Center in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
This year, if I'm not mistaken, was the first year after the initial brand split. Where there were different brands. So 2012, and I could be wrong.
I didn't realize that was not that long ago.
Right.
Really?
Well, but that was when that first ended, and then everything became all one thing. And now we've once again had a brand split not that long ago. But
yes.
So the winner of this match would go on to choose who they wanted to face for either the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship.
All right.
Some of the other matches on the card itself were a WWE Championship match with CM Punk defending his title against Dolph Ziggler.
Ooh.
And a triple threat steel cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship between the reigning Daniel Bryan, Big Show, and Mark Henry.
Wow. But that was fun.
Yes, this was the year after they had changed the Rumble to 40 competitors, and we have yet to watch that one yet, but the 2011 Rumble had 40 people in it.
Okay.
And I remember the big question this year was going to be, is that the new normal?
Right, like will it always be 40?
It was not. They went back to the, quote, traditional 30 people. But yeah, 2012, obviously big names in the company are, CM Punk, Dolph Ziggler, John Cena is a big name. I think Alberto Del Rio is a big name. So it's people that I think you're familiar with, but maybe not necessarily have seen a lot of. Let me see if there was any other cards any other matches rather. Yeah, so earlier in the evening, Kane versus John Cena was a match.
Was that fun?
No. Brodus Clay fought Drew McIntyre before he was originally fired from the company.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't know who Brodus Clay is.
Anything to Cassius?
You would not like him. No, not at all. But yeah, there's not a ton of like in previous Rumbles I've been able to kind of tell you like what the story was for the Rumble going into it.
Yeah.
I don't think there really was much 2012, to be honest with you.
The writing wasn't that good, huh?
I think WWE was sort of in shambles for talent in 2012. I feel like they weren't using their undercard at all. It was like everybody was either a quote a big star in their eyes, or it was somebody that nobody really cared about, like a Drew McIntyre and Brodus Clay
at the time.
And man, I feel like 2012 was an era where if now we've got 205 Live and NXT, if that shit was around the way it is right now in 2012,
right.
So many people who were let go from the company and who just WWE did nothing with would probably be champions on other brands. Like guys like Yoshitatsu, who was this Japanese wrestler who I absolutely loved, who was just this great, super fun character and super fun wrestler, but they just never knew what to do with him ever. Like, he probably would have been a champion in NXT, that kind of stuff. But anything that you're looking forward to on 2012?
He says after telling me, there's no story.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no like definitive like this is the guy. Like, there's been previous years where somebody was like, all right, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble, and the whole story was whether or not they could, but.
Well, I would have said CM Punk, but now I know he's in another big match in the night, so I don't know if he. And
that it's not entirely uncommon for somebody to also be in the Rumble.
I know. So, I mean, that would be great.
Right.
I always enjoy a chance to see him. Other than that, nothing in particular.
All right. Well, I am heading over.
Just glad to be back and watching some Rumbles.
I am heading over to the 2012 Royal Rumble on the WWE Network. If you want to go ahead and fire it up, I am going to navigate to it in just a moment here.
It's very fortune-tellery.
I am going to count down 3, 2, 1, play, and if you hit play when I hit play at the exact same time, you'll be able to watch that Royal Rumble in perfect unison. If you're into that sort of thing, I am going to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Yep. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oops, spoilers.
Yeah, god damn it.
Oh,
I hate the WWE so much sometimes.
But I'm excited. Now I'm really excited to see Mankind. Although
actually, don't look at anything else because there's literally
a lot.
This is terrible, these chapter marks. 2012 Royal Rumble match. It is 59 minutes and 49 seconds. Let me go ahead and get it played and pause here so that we can appropriately do this. No, I lied. Why is this all? You noticed that, right? That's what it said. All right, it's wrong. It is 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 16 seconds. I apologize.
The WWE app is sucking.
Something was weird about the jump. The jump 2 segment was wrong with that. But anyways, 1 hour, 42 minutes, 16 seconds is the Royal Rumble match. It was the main event of the evening.
Yeah.
There was no match afterwards.
That's always fun.
So I guess without any further ado, let me get our volume up in our headphones here so we could see if
I need to hear it.
Yeah. But all right, well, let's dive into it. Hopefully you listener have queued up your 2012 Royal Rumble. And 3, 2, 1, play. Too loud in our ears. Awesome. All right.
Starting with Miz.
The Miz. The number one. The chapter didn't start with the description of what the Rumble is.
Right.
Usually it's the announcer explaining the rules. But I love the big blow up awesome that separates, and it's because of the animation style of the letters, like the text style. When they separate, they kind of move in a cartoonish way. I always thought that was kind of cool.
They are very cartoonish.
Even though it doesn't really fit.
He really hasn't changed much. Although, interestingly, he seems a little broader when he was younger. And I feel like usually I notice wrestlers get bigger with time, but he seems to have trimmed down.
He was one of those guys who fluctuated. I think, he was a little bit beefier.
He's beefier here for sure.
You'll notice he's not, his intro didn't have the whole Hollywood thing. He's not like the A-lister character yet.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Right now it looks like Venom's on his tights.
He's a little bit
piratey with his jacket.
Well, he's a little bit in between what he was
and what he'd become.
Yeah. This is sort of I want to say that he main evented Mania. Not main evented, but he fought John Cena around this time, maybe 2 years before he was the main event of
Why
WrestleMania.
is this mic thing upside down? It looks like an M.
Yeah, you've never noticed that?
Wait, has it always been that way?
For him.
Oh, because of Miz.
When he had the WWE title,
I'm dumb.
It was that weird spinner title, and he had rotated it and kept it locked upside down, so it looked like an M.
That's fun.
When he does Miz TV, that's what the M looks like. Although now it's
everyone. I'm just now realizing this.
But now it's the new logo. This is the old Scratch logo.
Yes, I like the Scratch logo.
Yeah, you like this old Attitude Era logo? It's cool, but it's of the times though. I like the new logo. Looks like the way. If I was a designer for WWE, that's how it would look now.
At that tan. Oh my God. You can see where his fake tan, it's like bronzer. Like there's like a
behind
corner,
his ear.
Like his hairline is still white.
Yeah. Well, listen, you can't.
Oh no, it's so uneven.
You can't spray bronzer through hairline.
This tanner, guys. It's bad.
He's clearly a heel because they are booing the shit out of him. Did you say he's like an Oompa Loompa? That's not nice. Oh my God. Number 2. Listen to this music. Hang on a second.
I'm trying.
Listen. I made it loud in our ears. I apologize. That music is so fucking good. So Alex Riley was the Miz's protege.
Okay.
He was like his partner, and then he kind of broke off.
Did his own thing.
And I loved him. I thought he was going to be a huge star. And he could just they could just never get him off the ground. And the music, I've talked about this on Wrestling Compadres quite a few times, where like the music, sometimes the music can really get a guy over. And I feel like the few times I saw him live, when that music would hit, the entire arena would erupt because it
amps you up.
It's that like weird violin in the beginning, that and it got everybody like, whoa. And people didn't even know who it was. They were just like, this is cool.
Well, I love Shinsuke's theme for that reason.
Right? Yeah. But they can never quite get A-Rai going. And then he went down to NXT, and I thought he was going to have a new life. They had him doing this like Riley Rage gimmick that he was doing, but didn't quite work.
That's
and
disappointing.
These two are just slugging it out.
What is this ICP?
What ICP? What? Where?
Guy in the back on the main cam, on the hard cam.
ICP guy. Although, in fairness, you think everybody's an ICP guy.
No, but look at that. Look at that guy's clown mask.
He's wearing a like that's a specific luchador clown mask thing.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Raise your hand if you hate clowns.
Actually, it looks like a Rey Mysterio mask with a weird wig attached to it.
No, it's definitely a clown mask.
I know, but it looks like
it looks like a killer clown.
As
all clowns
every
are.
luchador has like a very specific design of their mask.
Yes.
Although it might, could also be Sin Cara.
Looks like a straight up clown.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, he's weird. Listen, we're not here to talk about the weird clown in the 5th row. Oh, we're talking about Miz skinning the cat and A-Rai gone already.
Bye.
See, what a waste. What a waste. It always bugs me when the number 2 is eliminated before number 3 comes out, but I guess that's just the way it works a lot of times.
Well, I think they're trying to establish a story like, oh, I'm going to be hard to beat.
And we yapped over what his promo was, but it must have
blah
been
blah blah. I'm the best. I'm awesome. I'm going to beat everyone. Blah
I beat
blah
John
blah.
Cena at WrestleMania.
I'm sure that's what it said.
If that happened already,
I have really bad tanner on my face, but my neck
and
is
the
still
rest
kind
of my body
and my armpits. Like, look, you can see the pattern of tanner on his chest too.
The pattern of tanner?
Yeah, like the spray is uneven on his whole body.
Oh, and some more history. So here's some more history.
Our truth.
So these guys were a tag team, the Awesome Truth, the two of them. So this whole thing is like Miz and people that Miz was tag partners with.
I see.
They at one point, Truth was a more legit, like serious contender.
Wrestler.
And it was a thing that they did with The Miz, which I actually really loved, but it was, I think WWE had a hard time sticking to anything for a while around this era, where they just couldn't hang on to anything for too long.
They couldn't let things breathe.
Yeah, and they ended up like, so it was around the time that Punk was kind of breaking the fourth wall, and they realized that kind of got over that, like, and The Miz and Truth were like, hey, we're two guys who have been here forever, and we're not taking shit anymore, and like we don't get opportunities, and so they sort of like ruining matches. They got like kayfabe fired, and then like broke it. It was like that kind of thing where they were
okay.
And they were heels, but people kind of liked them because they were renegades together. But
yeah.
talk about
Breaking the rules. God, that.
Truth.
Oh
Jeez,
my
Truth.
God, no.
Help him out, Miz.
Yeah.
Get his legs up.
Oh.
There we go. Oh boy.
He was just holding him by the neck. That looked terrible.
Yeah, but
it's like holding a chicken.
Sometimes weight is hard,
I'm sure, but jeez.
God, R-Truth has not aged a day.
I actually think he does look a little younger here.
Really?
Yeah, in the face, just a little bit.
I don't. The dude
it's not a vast difference,
Right.
but
it's also just like his body hasn't changed. Oh,
no, his
look
body's
who it
the same.
is.
Yeah.
AEW's own Cody Rhodes.
How fun to see him in this
So
way.
this is
I
before-
don't think I've seen him much in the ring.
In
So
WWE? Or
in WWE.
The
I have
disaster
seen
pick.
him a bit in AEW. But
Obviously, I've always loved Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, ever since he was with the group with Randy Orton, which was him, Randy, and Ted DiBiase Jr. And they were all the idea. They were all these like multi-generation superstars.
Sure, okay.
Called
Real prissy.
Called Legacy. Not even prissy, but they were just like, we're like, this is our industry, And he was always the standout of that group. And then he broke off and had 20 different characters that were all kind of the same thing. But this is before Stardust.
Oh.
This is before Stardust was born.
Really?
Yeah, Stardust was his last.
I thought Stardust was older.
You're thinking of Gold Dust.
No, I know Gold Dust, but
yeah.
I thought I saw the two of them in the ring together at one point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was before
as
that.
Stardust and Gold Dust.
Yeah, this is before Stardust as the character, because he left.
The timeline's messed
he
up
left
in my head.
WWE as Stardust.
I see.
So Stardust was his last WWE gimmick. At this point, he's just Cody Rhodes. I don't think he was dashing Cody Rhodes yet, which is what he was. And then Rey Mysterio kicked him in the face, and he had to wear a mask, and he was like the disfigured or like Cody Rhodes, where he had the same music, but it was like eerie.
Justin
Gabriel. Oh man, AKA PJ Black.
What?
The man with the smallest trunks in the world. I love this guy so hard. He was a original Nexus member. He is a South African high flyer.
I love high flyers. I love people that are just like
so
all
good.
over the ring. It's so fun.
I love this guy. So I wrote a save my gimmick premise with him and a wrestler named Leo Kruger, who would become Adam Rose, who I don't think you ever saw before he got fired.
No.
But Leo Kruger was like my favorite NXT character before NXT became like another brand, big brand,
Yeah.
And this Justin Gabriel, he was like a tag champ with a couple people, but they never really knew what to do with him. And Leo Kruger was in NXT doing nothing at the time before his Adam Rose gimmick, which is like a party guy. And I was just like, oh my God, like put the two of them there together as like this pretty boy. And Leo Kruger was this like backwoods hillbilly. He almost looked like Kraven from Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
Like a hunter, you know what I mean? Like, and he was really creepy. You would have loved Leo Kruger. And I had this whole story where like, they would like, Kruger pretty much came from South Africa to follow, Justin Gabriel, because they like came from the same area of South Africa, but Gabriel was like the pretty boy star, and Kruger was always shunned because he was weird. And it could have been such a fun program because they had great chemistry together.
That sounds fun.
But
Epico.
Wait, it says Primo on the.
Oh yeah,
it said Primo
Epico on the screen, but then Primo
because they're a tag team, and so it probably was going to say Primo afterwards. But here's another generational superstar. I want to say he's a third generation or fourth generation superstar. This is Carlito's brother.
Really?
Yeah, you know Carlito now because you've seen him in TV and movies.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen him wrestle yet? Yeah, you've seen him in a couple
Only
things.
in Glow.
Oh, no, you've seen him in a Rumble or two.
Oh,
with
you
the
know
big
what?
afro.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yes. He's
part of the Colognes.
Yes.
You know what, man? Before we started this, I remember saying that WWE it felt like they were scraping the barrel of talent, but there's so much talent in this ring already. But this was all people that they didn't know what to do with.
Well, I was just going to say, like, it sounded more to me like it was an issue of the writing, and like they probably just don't as
Just
I'm sure
wasted.
has been the case for on and off for decades,
Right.
is they get in these spells where they just don't know what to do.
Yeah, because there has not been a bad talent in this match so far. Like everybody who's been in this ring so far is a great wrestler. As
Right.
far as like can put on a good match. People shit on the Miz for not being a great worker, but the guy
but
knows
his
how to.
personality
He survived
can
the
make
industry.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, everybody in this match has been great so far. So it's weird.
I will say, yeah, I feel like on the technical level, no one has disappointed me. Everyone's trying to really be in it and really sell it. And
I think the thing is that there isn't a ton of story to be told.
So far,
there we go.
oh, there's that shirt I want.
If you're listening out there and you want to make Alexandra's day, you will.
Guys, my heart just like grew 3 times its size because I love him so much, and also I was sad that he kind of ran really slow.
Well, do you want a factoid?
Are people booing right now?
No.
Oh, I was like that.
They're
I
saying
couldn't really-
full
Oh,
leaf.
okay. The volume for us is a little low, so all I could hear was like a
The O sound.
general murmur.
Thanks for coming, Primo.
Oh,
God,
I love him. I love
this
him.
would mark Mick Foley's last day as an in-ring performer.
No way.
Yep, you are watching what is
His final.
I think maybe he had 1 or 2 little like I'm going to be a tag and I'm not going to do anything kind of thing after
Yes.
this, but this was his last day as a performer
Wow.
for the company, like official.
Look at his little guns.
His little guns. Yeah, Cactus Jack's Bang Bang, his little guns.
His little guns.
You really have a soft spot for Mick Foley.
He's my favorite.
What would you say to him if we ever met him?
Merry Christmas.
It didn't matter what time of year it was. You'd say Merry Christmas to him.
Merry Christmas. It could be dead of July.
He would love you so hard. I feel like you would be like, you're the daughter I always wanted.
Oh, doesn't he have a daughter?
That was
Noelle Foley?
That was the mean joke I was making. I love him. Justin Gabriel. I
think you were in the middle of saying how I would like that shirt, but not from the WWE shop because it's like the one on the shop has got this really bad. From what I've read of the reviews, it's like a thick print, so it's like it feels weird and kind of gross and cheap. So if you know where to get one that's like printed on the shirt
my God.
and nice,
I apologize for interrupting
look
you.
at this card. Jeez,
This
Louise.
is all right. So this is not Alberto Del Rio. There's some
Ricardo.
There's some discussion. You know who Ricardo is?
It says on the license plate.
Oh, it said that.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
All right. So here's some fun story behind this for you. So Ricardo Rodriguez, this guy.
Jake is over here dying.
I forgot about this. Ricardo Rodriguez was an indie wrestler. Oh no, oh my
Just
God,
so you know,
we're a couple seconds behind. Our internet is just like
our internet's
pausing.
messing up a little bit.
Oh boy, I'm gonna make sure nothing is syncing on Dropbox or anything like that. We got nothing going on. All right. So Ricardo Rodriguez was like an indie wrestler, but he looks like this. And WWE at the time didn't have anybody who looks like this.
No.
So they brought him to the company as Alberto Del Rio's official ring announcer. And Alberto Del Rio is this like great Mexican royalty kind of wrestler.
Probably beautiful.
Yeah. So he was his ring announcer.
Okay.
And Alberto used to come out in like a big luxury Mercedes and all these sorts of Rolls Royces. So that's why he
did
rolled
he get
out.
fired and comes out in that car?
No, not at all. But he just did his entrance and he just came out and everybody loved Ricardo, but they didn't like Ricardo was always a face, even though
even
Alberto
though,
was a heel.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh man, our connection's terrible here.
Yeah, so we apologize. We may or may not be a couple seconds.
It just keeps
behind
pausing
you.
for like less than a second.
Ugh.
Make sure all your stuff is off.
All my stuff's off.
No, it's never. Your stuff is never off. I always look at your stuff when it's always on.
Rude.
You're always doing all of the things. Airplane mode, that shit.
I'm not even on the Wi-Fi, thank you.
Yeah, well, sometimes you are. And that's enough for me. Yeah, Ricardo, fight back.
Anyway, who else wants to form I Love McFoley Club?
I'm pretty sure
Which club should I join if it already exists?
I mean, you just have to watch wrestling. Oh, jeez, Louise. Bye, Justin Gabriel. I really liked him a lot. Oh, he's so excited.
He's just doing like an airplane, like a child.
He's excited. Yeah, he's doing like soccer. What do you call it?
He just high-fived McFoley.
Yeah, they're in it together to help each other out.
Aww.
Oh, come on with the pausing. People are popping, but we don't know who it is. Oh, it's Santino Marella. Another one of my favorites.
He's very rigid.
He's
the way
hilarious.
he came out.
He's in a power walk to the ring.
Oh my God. That's like how Billy Crystal and what's his face walked in when Harry Met Sally when they were jogging.
Exactly. It's power walking. That's what it is. It's not like that. It's exactly that. Santino is one of my favorites. Santino is arguably one of the best wrestlers for a guy who had a comedy gimmick for 98% of his career.
Really?
Because he was always really funny. He had great charisma. His whole bit when he was pronounce people's names wrong because he was.
Yeah.
You know, this come on with the pausing, guys. I'm really apologize. We're probably a little bit behind you guys. Just pause your thing and count to like 4 and then start it again and we'll be in sync.
This is not an exact science.
But yeah, it's driving me crazy. Anyways, I love him. He's hilarious. But he was always really, really great in the ring. And he could always wrestle. He had one of the best looking arm drags.
I can see it.
Even though they're doing silly, zany,
they're doing ridiculous stuff
gimmicks.
right now.
Yeah.
Look at this ref. He was so like sassy. Oh my goodness. Oh, a wedgie.
Boy.
That seems dirty.
Well, they're gonna be dirty now.
Oh.
They've got sharts on them.
Ooh. Don't say that. Uh-oh. You pissed off?
Uh-oh, it's the battle. It's the Cobra versus Sacco. So Santino's finisher was the Cobra. Oh, look, it's like who could draw first? Uh-oh, wait a minute.
God. Oh my God.
Oh.
What is this?
This is the Cobra versus Sacco. This is fun. It is just a good time.
I love it so hard.
Just a good time.
But Sacco's the best.
I love that it was like a quick
dirty
draw.
white sock.
I love that it was like a cowboy.
Yeah,
quick
Old
draw.
West. Two smelly, stinky socks.
By the way, so Adam Cole at this point, Adam Cole, whoops,
Right?
Michael
What?
Cole at this point was really, really bad on commentary, but I don't blame him. I think it was a thing they were telling him to do.
No, like Vince in his ear.
He was pretty much just shitting on the product all the whole time.
Really?
His whole character was like, this is dumb. Why does anybody care about this? He would literally just shit on women's matches for the entire time. Like, oh boy, oh, that looks devastating. Like, really, it was really bad.
That sounds awful.
And he has since then like apologized and like and said like, hey, the product was a specific way and they wanted a thing out of me and blah blah blah. It's also been a little scapegoaty where I'm not sure how real the apology is, but I've accepted it because he's shown how good of a commentary he can be and how much he does love
you
the
feel
industry.
he made
Look
up
at this
for it.
thing.
I know. I love it so
Oh,
hard.
and Miz and Cody are back. Have not yet been eliminated. They were pulled out from the lower ropes.
I don't like seeing other people beat up on Mick. No. Stop it, Miz. Go to timeout.
Go to timeout. Oh, no. Boo. Santino's gone.
Not the Cobra.
I love him so much. Yeah, I was really bummed. I think he retired early because of an injury, and it was just like it was so uneventful and exciting. He just sort of like went away.
Oh, that must be gross when you get a sock shoved in your mouth.
Oh, and well protected, but thanks for coming, Mick.
No. I'm out. Yeah, I agree, audience. Boo.
Yeah, and you hear Cole shitting on in the background, like, "Oh, don't be late for your AARP meeting or whatever joke he had."
Fuck
Like
you, Michael.
Like that
Cole.
was sort of what he would do at the time, and it was really just not fun to listen to.
It's too negative. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Hey,
I hear them shouting.
Kofi.
This is when he was still doing the. I don't think he was doing the Jamaican accent, but he was still. This is old music.
Yeah.
I actually miss that music. That's such good music.
Oh my God, he's so
quick.
The same. He's just such a.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal
he's
athlete.
So agile and quick. It's crazy the way he moves. I love his outfit. He comes out just like looking like a highlighter. It's great.
And that still happens with the New Day.
Oh, I agree. But
although to be honest with you, I forgot he used to not wear pants. I forgot he used to wear trunks and have the thighs exposed.
I like
because now in New Day he's only in. Oh shit! We're gonna get a boom drop, a 2-way boom drop. Him with that weird ass chest, boom, boom, and
bam,
boom drop. Here's a dumb little thing that I thought was funny. There's like a commercial that was going around when SmackDown went to Fox, and it was like a bunch of people doing wrestling things in their lives. And I thought it's so weird that they had one kid doing Kofi's like boom claps that he used to do, but he doesn't do that. He hasn't done that ever since New Day. And I thought it was so weird that they had a kid do a thing that's old for a guy who's still around. Because obviously they had a guy like do like some Undertaker and Stone Cold stuff, but it's like, yeah, but those guys aren't like, they haven't like changed their gimmick and been wrestling for the past.
I mean,
9
maybe
years.
the idea was like Kofi is a long established beloved character, so like
That'd be
even
great.
new kids
I'll take it.
that are
New
getting
kids on the
into it.
block? Who's your favorite new kid?
I don't know.
Who's your favorite new kid? You know, you had the pictures.
No, I really
you
didn't.
were an NSYNC and Backstreet Boy girl, weren't you?
I briefly liked New Kids on the Block, but I was a little young for them. Yeah, I didn't really get into boy band.
And here we go with the commentators getting up and entering the Royal Rumble.
He'll be in it for about 2 seconds.
A thing that I never like. I love Jerry, and it's fun, but it. Listen. See, all right. Did you hear what
I did?
Hear
He's
what
taking
Michael
away
Cole
a
just
spot
said?
that deserves.
He's
one.
like, all
that's
he's
your
doing-
gripe.
Yep.
That's your gripe every time.
And yeah, and so there is that, and again,
that.
it was weird that Adam Cole was like he was also calling out when the product was bad, which is a thing that was.
Well, I think that was probably the
Can we
idea.
talk about Jerry Lawler's drop kicks just then? Jeez Louise, Lawler's drop kicking like a mother. He's the best. Anyways, so yeah, it was a weird era. It was a very weird era in WWE. The strap's coming down. You know he means business now.
He showed the left nip.
You know that's where all of his power comes from. That left nip. Don't show the left nip. And thanks for coming.
God.
Ooh, sloppy
That
bump.
looked bad.
Thanks for coming.
These two would later go on
Cody.
to do their own thing.
Who? What two?
Cody and
Who?
Jerry.
Jerry Lawler's not in AEW. You're thinking of Jim Ross.
Oh, for some
Jim
reason
Ross.
in my mind, Jerry was on commentary, not Jim Ross.
No, Jerry's on Raw. He's still around.
Yeah,
He's still
that's
on Monday
right.
Night Raw.
My bad.
You're bad. Anyways, you never told us who your favorite Backstreet Boy was.
My favorite Backstreet Boy? You never asked me that.
Yeah, I did. I said, who's your favorite?
You said, who's your favorite new
NSYNCer?
kid on the block?
And then I said, who's your favorite Backstreet Boy?
Ezekiel.
And if you would cast the Backstreet Boys with wrestlers, who would who be?
Cast them as wrestlers in what way? Like what their gimmicks are?
No. Like replace them all with a wrestler.
Oh boy.
Come on, think fast. Don't put too much thought into it.
I mean, you have to pick boy band like, so Miz would be great, Dolph would be great.
All right, who's who though? That's what I'm getting at. Like, who's the bad boy? Who's like the front man? Who's the JT?
Oh, brother.
All right, never mind. You're not going along with the bit.
How about
You're putting too much thought
John
into it.
Cena as Nick Carter?
Wait, is Nick Carter the one who was married to Jessica Simpson? Or not? No, what
That's
was her name?
98 Degrees. That's
Okay.
Nick Lachey.
See, well, listen, I had the Nick part right at least. Boy,
I'm not judging you.
You are.
I'm more
judging
disappointed
me.
in myself for knowing these things.
All right, good. Let's say that's the way it goes. Ezekiel Jackson's in the ring
Listen,
right now. He's a big, scary dude
A lot
with
of
giant
kids go
shoulders.
through this phase. These boy band phases.
I wonder what happened to Zeke. I don't know if he's still wrestling or if he went to do acting or what he did, but
I think
he was
CM
fun.
Punk would be the AJ of Backstreet Boys.
The bad boy.
The bad boy.
Oh, with the goatee and the cowboy hat.
Well, the tattoos and
Tattoos.
whatnot. Even though they all have tattoos.
Sure.
I don't know who the Brian Luttrell is. Like the real.
Which one is that?
He's like
See the tall.
No, he's kind of short, and he's like real goody two shoes Christian boy.
I still don't know what band we're talking about.
Maybe AJ,
AJ Styles.
but not heel AJ.
Hey, look.
Oh my
Also-
God, Jinder.
Also, before he was fired,
Did I don't think I know that.
that what he was around and then fired and then
No.
come back.
Yeah.
Him and Drew McIntyre.
Fired
they were
together?
both. They were both part of 3MB, the 3-man band with Heath Slater,
Okay.
and they were both let go at the same time.
Interesting.
They're like
I knew about.
they're actually sort of entwined in wrestling lore because they both went off and did their own things
Before coming back.
Yeah, although McIntyre went off and had like a really good, illustrious wrestling career, whereas Jinder rather, just sort of went and just like got him in his mind right, like because he was like really cocky. When he left, he was really young, kind of shitty.
He needed to get his mental game better.
Yeah, and he went and he got in insane shape. Not that he's not in good shape now.
No,
like meaning,
I was gonna say like he looks in way more shape now.
like
than
nowadays.
here,
Yeah.
which is
exactly.
like per the norm, I think.
Yeah, but although I did like this haircut.
It's all right.
But
I like
he's
his
just-
curls now.
He's just sloppy here.
He is sloppy.
Like I think he
usually
was,
I love Jinder. I'm not a
you
fan
know,
of his style right
I
here.
think unfortunately he was pushed because they like a multicultural roster, and I
Sure.
don't think that they had a guy, in that spot. And so I think they wanted like the Middle Eastern character or
but they
whatever.
pushed him before he was ready.
Yeah, but I think it was also like a lineage thing. They brought him in as Speaking of the devil,
The Great Khali.
they brought him in as a like, I think he was the Great Khali's brother-in-law. I think is what Jinder was at first, but he was like supposed to be like a prince or something like that, and so he like he was like the wealthy guy who kind of quote owned the Great Khali. Like he was indebted to him, like Great Khali was dead to him, so he sort of like had to do what he said. If I'm remembering correctly, I think that was kind of the gimmick at the time.
Yeah, but
oh boy,
yeah,
I like him as a person. He's a fun actor, but it's tough to watch him wrestle.
It really is. Khali. He's just so lumbering and
just doesn't move right.
And it's okay to have a person in the ring who's slow. Sometimes that creates some good juxtaposition, but the reality is that he doesn't move. He doesn't move. Well, the way he moves isn't very smooth.
Right.
It's just not as believable.
Right.
Is the problem. But I guess the idea is like he's like Andre, where he's it's like, I'm so powerful.
Yeah, he's so big. Who's ever gonna get him over the top rope? Like that's the story every year in the Rumble.
Plus, I mean, I'm sure it was unavoidable, like his hip or whatever.
His legs. Yeah. I mean, Kofi's still in it. So we still got Kofi, Miz, Cody, and Khali. Miz, you're ruining the sound scheme.
Who's out next?
Number 16 is Hunico.
What is
it? Hunico or is it Camacho? Wait, who's actually going to be wrestling? So that guy on the top right there? Yeah, it's going to be Hunico. Take one guess at who that is. He is still around.
Really?
Yes. The guy that's coming in the ring right now is still around. Hunico is still around.
Is he going to take his sunglasses off? Oh, he did.
Just watch him move. See if you can guess.
Okay.
This is a fun game. I'll give you 3 guesses. That was a nice looking slam. He moves well. Any idea? Take a guess. Just random. Who is he?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, your 3 guesses were all wasted without ever guessing anybody. That's Sin Cara.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Although, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was just let go. I think Sin Cara was just recently he requested his release and was granted it. So he wasn't fired as much as he was allowed to leave. Is he going to AEW? Leave. I have no idea. But this whole thing started with Hunico because they brought in another Sin Cara, like the quote first Sin Cara, and he was brought in as Sin Cara Negro and Sin Cara Azul, their names, black and blue.
Okay.
So he was Sin Cara Negro, and it was like an imposter syndrome. It was like, who's the real one? And whoever lost the match, they had to pull their mask off, and it was him. And now Booker. Hey, Booker was going to wrestle this whole time in his boots and his trunks with a blazer and a button-up on. Wait, Michael Cole's acting surprised. He was sitting next to you with no pants on, Michael Cole.
Didn't he have pants on, though?
No, he didn't.
I think he had pants on.
No, he didn't. He stood up, and he was just in his... he was just
Wow, I'm so
there.
surprised. I just thought you liked wearing a blazer with no pants.
I mean, I like doing that, yes.
I mean, when you got the gams.
Oh, and I got the gams. You better believe it. I got really nice legs now that I'm all fat and carry this extra weight around.
Listen, stop talking about my boyfriend like that.
Boy, your boyfriend's a little tub of lard who needs to hit the gym.
Ugh.
Let's just say...
Let's go. Hey, Jake, you want to tell...
Let's just say I look a lot more like Ricardo Rodriguez than I do Cody Rhodes.
You want to tell listeners about what I asked you the other day, what I wish existed?
What you wish existed?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Apparently you claimed fantasy camp is what I was describing.
Oh, pro wrestling. Yeah. She was like, I wish that there was a place where you could just like go and kind of like learn how to wrestle just for the fun of it. And I was like, well, first off, it just sounds like wrestling school.
Well, no, because I said also like the gimmick aspect.
Yeah,
too.
but I was like, you wouldn't like wrestling school because it's oh wait, Kofi, put a pin in that.
I love when Kofi does this.
Kofi's getting eliminated.
It's just his hands,
but he has not. Oh my god! Oh
my gosh!
Just the upper body strength.
That's wild.
And
he's like a crab.
Fun. And Miz really like tossed him. Like,
I know he could have fallen.
He gave some torque on that. Oh, I apologize, guys. Our it keeps pausing on us.
Our internet's a little messed up.
For like a half a second. I blame Alexandra.
How dare you?
She's probably got 25 things posted on Instagram right now.
He says this, like my phone, first of all, I'm not even connected to the Wi-Fi. I have no other internets open.
I'm here to show the world. Oh, and look who's with him.
Oh, that's what's-her-face. I've seen her at a lot of Comic-Con.
Yeah, we saw her at WonderCon. What's her name?
Oh boy.
What family is she from? Who's her husband? Come on. You're failing all of the tests today.
He loves doing this to me.
I need to get a third person in here. It needs to be me, you, the person who answers my questions, and 30 other men. Because I ask you questions, I give you pop quizzes. I try to get you to cast things.
I'm rusty. Yeah. I tried casting. I did a few of the members.
Boy.
Thank you very much.
It's Vicky Guerrero.
Yes, I couldn't remember the last name Guerrero right now. I apologize.
Well, apology not accepted. It was brought to my attention that there weren't any Eddie Guerrero pictures in the Broadway, and I remedied it immediately because I was like, oh my God, how is that happening?
Yeah, there's also only one Mick Foley photo, which
that's not true.
Me.
There's more than one.
Now there is because I picked them out.
No, there was more than one to begin with. There's one as him as Mankind, one as him as Mick. All right. We've got.
So
I think
Vicky
we're
Guerrero
halfway.
is his mouth.
Yeah, not like he needs it, but yeah,
no,
she's sort of his.
At the time,
she was doing like a cougar gimmick.
Ooh.
She had like a big like cougar nameplate on. She was formerly with like Edge. Her and Edge had a whole thing together.
Of course, who hasn't Edge had a thing with?
That's a good point.
I feel like every time I've heard about some sort of story in the past that involved some sort of triangle or whatever, it was always Edge.
Booker, get the hell out of here.
Or Chris. What?
The talent in this ring is like there has been a lot of really great competitors in this match, and I feel like this year is known for being not that great. But oh my goodness!
Well, what's the story?
What's the story? Hacksaw Jim Duggan is back. That's the story. Oh my goodness!
My goodness! Does he have plywood?
Yeah. How many times do we have to have these same conversations? I feel like there are some things you refuse to remember.
That's who I am, baby. Get used to it.
Great. I'm glad that we're doing this show all about you learning and remembering shit about wrestling.
I'm trying.
Oh, listen to everybody going for Hacksaw. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
He's going to saw him.
Not for nothing. Hacksaw moves better than Curry Khali.
He does.
Although, Hacksaw, at this point, Hacksaw is still probably wrestling.
Oh, everyone's so excited.
Hacksaw is probably wrestling. This is 2012. I bet you he's still wrestling in bingo halls and doing the
whole thing.
The independent scene. He's probably wrestling 5 nights a week, I bet. He probably goes in there, he puts on a 5-minute match and gets paid well for being a legend and, makes his money and sells
Good for him.
Yeah. I love that every time.
He's a crowd favorite for sure.
Absolutely.
Everyone's so excited.
And you know what? Like, I love the fact that like Cody Rhodes is doing a bit with Hacksaw Jim Duggan right now. Like, that's just a good time.
Watch out.
What? The Podcat is lurking all over the gear.
Podcat is doing all kinds of stuff right now.
Podcat, are you the reason the internet connection's a little wonky right now?
No.
Well, Hacksaw just went bye-bye.
No.
Cody just eliminated him. This has really been a showcase of Cody so far.
And the Miz.
Yeah, Miz started it, but
and Kofi really.
But I feel like it hasn't been quite a showcase because Miz hasn't done a lot of stuff. I mean, look at that.
That's true.
Cody just eliminated both Booker T and the Great Khali. Like,
yeah, you're not wrong.
This has really been
Cody's match.
Been quite a showcase for him. I don't know. I always wonder the what ifs if we would have gotten that match that everybody wanted, which was Cody versus Dustin at Mania. If we would have gotten that, what the hell? And there we go.
Come on.
See, I will say I missed this theme song for Monday Night Raw. I really enjoyed this Monday Night Raw song. But, oh boy, Michael Cole. And now you get why he was playing you're taking a spot away from a talent in the back. He was just a troll. He's stepping out of his pants.
They all match.
And the headgear. Oh, I love it.
Everyone from commentary that jumped in.
I hate it, but I love
matching outfits.
He can't get his gear on.
They're best friends. They matched and went
That was definitely not intentional.
No, it was. It was 100% intentional.
He can't get his head. There we go.
Behind the scenes, they were like, okay, we're going to match our outfits and all get in the ring, okay? We're best friends. That was the whole conversation. So
who's your pick to win right now? Michael Cole, right? He's pointing at the WrestleMania sign.
Is he my pick? No.
You know what? Michael Cole's in better shape than I am.
He's got dad bod.
No, look at him. He's actually, he does have dad bod.
He has dad bod.
I've got fat nerd bod, so I don't even have dad bod.
Jake.
Because dads have like muscular arms.
Get out of here with your negative talk.
All right. Listen.
Nobody likes it.
I don't like the fact that no one's stepping up to Cole right now.
No one takes him seriously. They're like, whatever.
I love that there's already another person coming out. It took 2 minutes.
He was number 20. This is number 21.
Or really? Number 21?
Yep.
Only 10 more left? Oh! It's the boogeyman. And it's coming to get ya. I love... Oh, no, it's Karma. I thought that was the boogeyman's theme, but I forgot it was Karma's.
So this is a big deal that a lady came out.
Yeah. Do you know who this is, right?
Karma?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who is it?
Karma.
Where do you know her from? What do you know her from? Come on, babe. Really?
I don't know what you're asking me.
Alrighty. You love her so much,
yeah.
but not enough to remember what she looks like on Glow.
Yeah.
She plays I forget the regular character's name, but her wrestler character is Welfare Queen.
Welfare Queen. Rude.
But yeah, and so she was Awesome Kong.
You don't remember her name
in other
rude.
Things before this, but now she was Karma, and then this was unfortunately her big WWE short-lived run, and then now she's in AEW back as Awesome Kong again.
Listen, she was on Glow. She is living her life right now. Boy. Oh my god! And
Dolph Ziggler always willing to take it. Dolph Ziggler will never say no to
Look at
taking
Vicky
a
getting
woman.
all up. She's like, "How dare you? I need that face for later."
For what?
Do I need to spell this out for you?
Yeah, you do, apparently. Oh, shit, Hunico! Oh, boy. Karma's cleaning house, and the fans are into it.
Can I tell you, she's much more...
And bye.
She was much more compelling than Nia Jax was.
Get out of here, Clancy. Clancy, you're getting up all up on shit. And we froze completely. God damn it, this is really problematic.
Pause for a few seconds.
I am
because
so sorry, listeners.
Ours is paused.
Our entire gimmick here is broken. Pause. You know what? I'm going to go ahead.
Take a 10-second break.
So much. I'm going to go ahead and stop our thing. Go ahead and stop your feed. All right. I am so sorry. All right. We have paused it at 2:17:28. 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 28 seconds. And let's continue this. Awesome Kong has just been eliminated. She's on the floor. 3, 2, 1, play. And hopefully now that we've paused it and restarted it, maybe we'll no longer have the buffering problems that we were having.
Here's to hoping.
Hey, sometimes these go flawlessly and sometimes they don't. But if people who aren't watching along, like, yeah, we don't care. We could not care less. We're just listening.
They're just listening in the car.
I have a feeling that people tend to watch along. From what I've gathered from
I think it's most fun that way, but...
Mickey Bell actually just wrote us this morning saying that he loves watching the Rumbles with us in his ears. So
hey, Mickey, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, look who it is!
Yes.
Oh boy,
looking
it's
as
a shame.
White as a sheet.
Lobster head.
Oh my god.
Too many limes. Sheamus.
He's got a cross on his butt.
Yes, he does have a cross on his butt. Thank you for being so observant.
It's a little on the nose.
It's actually above his butt. It's at the top of it. It's like
the end of the cross.
His topper crack
points right to his anus.
Actually, I bet you that cross, if you were to draw a little circle where the circle, actually there is a circle on that cross because it's a look Celtic cross. That circles where his butt crack ends.
All right.
Can you visualize it?
I don't want to.
Oh, you should.
I'm blinded now by the paleness.
20, what was that? 22?
That's 22, I believe.
22. Oh, Kofi! And bye, Kofi.
Oh!
I'm going to murder this cat right now.
I know, this cat is all up in
Just
our
wants
business.
to be walking on the board. He's like, oh, you guys recording something?
His hair has not changed at all.
Sheamus? Well, yes, it has, because he had the mohawk.
Oh, yes, of course.
And then you had to respect the hawk. And now I think he's
love
back,
the mohawk.
But I think he's back to this now.
No, he is back to this.
He no longer has the mohawk. Although it's a little bit more extreme now in real life because the sides are completely skin, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I love Sheamus. He's just mean and fun. Like Sheamus, there's certain wrestlers who they make everything look good, but it's probably because they're just punching people. You know, and Sheamus is one of those.
You can really see when he's hit because his skin gets pink.
That's true. Oh, shit. It's Road Dogg. You know Road Dogg, right? Maybe. Kind of, maybe.
Yeah, a little.
From DX.
Yeah. I have only really seen him come out
fired up
and do this sort of thing, but with the rest of the group.
Right.
I don't think I've really seen him solo very much.
Sure.
Go, dog, go.
He's always moved well for a guy who honestly never looked like a wrestler,
He
even
does
in
not.
his prime.
But you know what? He's sort of got like a KO look to him, I'm realizing, his whole outfit.
He's old here. He didn't always, but yeah, I see what you're saying. He was sort of an everyman kind of thing, like Kevin Owens is.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
no. I don't
shit.
like that.
Little shake, rattle, and roll.
Stupid.
But he's going to do it. Little, oh, yeah, baby. Shake, rattle, and roll. I love it. So he used to... When he started, his name is Road Dogg because he was the roadie of Double J, Jeff Jarrett, who was like the country western star.
Right.
And he released his own song. And the whole story was we found out that Jeff Jarrett didn't actually sing the song, that it was actually his roadie that was the singer.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. And so it was this really fun
So
thing
dumb.
where he came out and he was like, it was like, it's really me. And then like, and so he kind of broke out on his own Road Dogg as Road Dogg, and
Great.
yeah.
Great.
It's fun. It's so weird because I don't think anybody really refers to him as Jesse James ever, even though that was his name, the Road Dogg Jesse James. Eventually, they just dropped the Jesse James.
Now he's just RD.
And he was just Road Dogg, yeah. But, yeah, God, I can't remember if they ever kept the Road Dogg. Yeah, they definitely kept it in DX just for the sake of that whole big spiel that they would do in the beginning of the matches when they would all talk. Because I remember him saying, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, like that.
Yeah, I feel like that lends itself to that sort of energy.
Outlaws. Yeah. The more words, the better.
God,
They're chanting, you still got it.
Yeah, they like them.
I do regret to inform the listener that our feed has continued to stop every couple seconds for a second or so.
Sorry that ours is being silly.
Yeah, they're like, we're so past all of this crap. This is a tough one.
I think 23 or 24 is about to come out.
This is a real tough one.
For us.
Oh, shit.
Hey. Oh my God, what is he wearing?
What are you talking about?
He's got a sweater vest on.
Well, he's not wrestling. The other one is wrestling, obviously.
I don't think I've ever seen one of them wearing a sweater vest.
It's 2012. That was the style.
Was it? It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, yes, it was. It was 8 years ago.
Usos.
Oh, and he's out dancing them.
Haha.
What do you think about the Usos and the little like shorts, the classic?
I like it.
Kind of Samoan motif with
yeah,
the
I like it. They should bring it back.
Oh, doing Rikishi's little butt bump.
Gotta, it's an homage. It's not just an homage. I mean, it's a requirement of his legacy to just
they used to
poop on people's face.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they wrestled like one match without shoes, and I was like, oh, that's no good. Then they're like, yeah, we're still gonna have boots. We do too much high flying.
I really don't like the lack of shoes, and in fact, what's his face in NXT? I'm just always like, God, when is he gonna get injured?
Oh, Matt Riddle, yeah.
God, yeah.
It's only a matter of time until
it's only a matter of time.
Breaks every toe or twists.
I get it. I know it kind of goes with his whole vibe. And
Rusev used to wrestle with no shoes too at first.
That doesn't. I bet his feet are not nice looking.
Okay,
that's the real danger.
Is just having to look at them feet.
Yeah,
you know how I feel about men's feet, so you don't have to.
You don't need to qualify male, like any feet.
Well,
really.
no, I feel very distinctly that like if you're a man and your foot's out in public, then you're doing life wrong. You get a goddamn nice closed-toed shoe.
What is the Mitch Hedberg thing about wearing sandals?
I don't know. There's a lot of bits about sandals.
Basically, like, I wore sandals today, so I do not mind getting robbed. Like, you're not going to be able to run far away.
Right.
Something along those lines. I feel like Dolph was just about to pick a wedgie.
Dolph was probably, yes. He probably didn't just about, he probably did pick a wedgie. You know how much wedgie picking is in wrestling? That's technically
90%. That's all it is. It's just mostly wedgie picking. Followed by a little bit of, touching
it's in the
other
top
people.
5 wrestling moves of all time.
Wedgie pick?
Like the most common wrestling moves are like the punch, the kick, the Irish whip, the arm drag, and picking a wedgie.
So what you're saying is
Those
this is an extension of like high school bullying. It's like, where's the swirly? I'm looking for the toilet.
Jack Swagger, the current U.S. champion, according to 2012.
He just threw that belt on the ground.
He laid it on the ground.
He threw it. That was disrespectful to the belt.
Jack Swagger now in the inner circle in AEW. He's Chris Jericho's right-hand man.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, Jack Swagger, they really liked him. I think he was
you don't?
I think he was no, I liked him, but I think he was a big Jim Ross guy. Like I think he was, because he's a collegiate wrestler. He was, I think honestly, they saw him as like a Brock kind of person.
Okay.
Where
he like legitimizes some of the
but he never quite had that like must-see-ness that Brock had. Because I think the truth is that he took to just the pro wrestling style. Whereas Brock
still kind of he still brings a bit of that UFC energy to his style.
And he would also go and fight in UFC, or not UFC, but Bellator and in MMA. Jack Swagger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he. I don't
Interesting.
know. I don't. If Scott and I ever listens to this, he'll be like, "How do you not know that he won 1 and lost 2 or whatever his dumb record was?"
Please correct Jake's incorrect information.
He might have only had 1 fight, but
listen, how do you expect me to recall facts when you can't tell me the right facts?
Well, because I never quiz you on shit that I don't know or that I haven't told you before. Jack Swagger's Bellator debut, R-Truth sang him to the octagon.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. He rapped.
Do you think people who enjoy UFC and etc. like know any of the WWE isms like that?
Yeah,
like when R-Truth comes out, are they like, oh, it's R-Truth? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Because I always feel like people who are really into UFC
I don't necessarily know that they're
wrestling.
gonna know who R-Truth, but you said isms, meaning like, oh, a guy singing himself down.
But like, are they excited to see R-Truth? I don't think so.
I love him so much.
Wade Barrett,
one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Okay, I'm kind of into this whole like dapper little overcoat.
Yeah, he was like his whole gimmick was that he was a bare knuckle boxer from like the mean streets of England, and
I love that.
Yeah,
is he British?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He should be on NXT UK now.
Well, no, because he is now the commentator who recently replaced Jim Cornette on NWA.
Oh,
NWA Power.
Okay, that's fun too.
Stu Bennett is his name.
Stu.
Yeah, I got excited when he popped up in an episode of Alternatino. That sketch show. I was like, oh my God, it's Wade Barrett, and you were like, what? Who's that?
I didn't know, but now it's all clicking.
So Wade Barrett was one of the original leaders of Nexus when Nexus happened, like of that NXT group. He would go on to have the Core, which was like another little. He was always like the leader of a faction of some sort. He then went on to. He excelled at everything. He did some commentary. He had the Bad News Barrett gimmick, which everybody really loved.
I like his moves.
But he was always great. I always loved him.
Yeah.
Road Dogg is gone. Yeah, I loved his look. You know, I'm a sucker for like a big British dude with a busted nose. That's kind of my whole thing. But
yeah, I love it.
He's just
I
fun.
agree with you. I like his tights as well.
Yeah, I mean, his look always changed in ring. He never had like a specific.
I just think the olive is a nice color. You don't see that a whole lot.
No, you know me. I love a green. I'm a sucker for a green, a brown, and an orange.
Green, brown, and orange.
Yeah, real fall colors.
Like a hunter.
Yeah. Like a hunter who doesn't like to kill animals.
It's because you're going after the greatest sport.
Yes, I only hunt human. How do you know? Oh my God, our fucking stream keeps pausing. I'm so sorry.
This is still an era.
The name of this episode is going to be 2012 sometimes.
I noticed this is still an era where there's some people with DSLRs in the audience.
Really? Where do you see that shit?
That guy in the orange there. There was another guy on the hard cam too.
I don't think those are DSLRs.
Really?
I think no, those are film cameras that are just.
Oh.
Yeah, those are film cameras with lenses. I don't think.
Interesting.
They never let that crap in. Oh, David Otunga.
Number 27.
Fun fact. This was Daniel Bryan's music. They wanted this music for Daniel Bryan. And then they ended up giving him the Flight of the Valkyrie.
I'm so glad they didn't, because this would have been terrible for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. You've seen him. You've seen David Otunga in modern era.
Yes.
On the pre-shows of pay-per-views and stuff.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
He's married to Jennifer, black actress who's like a massive superstar and singer. She was in Dreamgirls.
Hudson?
There we go. Is that her name? Yeah, I think that's
Jennifer Hudson?
Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah, and his whole list, he was the A-list. That was his like gimmick.
Oh, yeah?
The A-list David Otunga.
Can he do that when Miz is doing that?
Miz wasn't doing it yet, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And his gimmick, and Miz's gimmick was never like, he never calls himself
like a star.
The A-lister. Yeah.
He's more of a reality star.
Well,
Miz.
But no, the idea was that he went on to be a movie star. Like that was the whole gimmick.
Yeah.
So any idea who might win this currently?
At this point, I need to see the remaining 3 before I could even, because the ring is so stacked. There's so many people in this ring right now. Actually, we could stand to lose some. So we need someone to come out who's big and just like throws everyone out.
Any guesses of who that might be?
I mean, Kane's always a favorite. Obviously, I mean, if Mick Foley came out, maybe Undertaker would, but I don't know. They also like to be real choosy about when they bring out Taker.
Real choosy?
Yeah. Choosy moms choose Jif.
Ooh. He's not with Jennifer Hudson anymore. They separated in 2017.
Why are you so excited about that?
I don't know. I just didn't know.
Okay.
2017.
Sounds really sad.
They got divorced. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
There's going to be number 28, I think. Oh, it's Randy Orton. Okay, so he's going to win.
I think Orton, this might have been...
He's so youngish.
And by the way, this is hometown too, so that's why he's getting this huge pop.
Oh, yeah.
But...
I like his facial hair.
I think he was out on an injury, and this was like kind of a return.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think it was him and Barrett was the story here. Like Barrett took him out or something like that.
Oh.
I don't I'm struggling to remember, but I'm pretty sure this was a return.
What did I just say? Someone needs to come out and just annihilate everyone, and it's Randy.
Yeah, we have a stacked
It's very stacked ring.
Especially considering there's only 2 people left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Former partners.
Aww.
From Legacy. And through the middle. Alrighty. Seems like he changed his mind there for a second. He's like, oh, that's right. I want to get both of them.
Oh, just kidding. Mubby. Get right here. I want to injure you both.
What's the name of this move?
It's called the Fangs.
The Fangs? All right.
Because there's 2 of them.
I'll take it. You know what? You were on theme. He's the Viper.
He's the Viper. That's what I'm...
I actually got to give you credit for that one.
Thank you.
That was,
Hire me, creative.
Well, let's not go that far.
Bye.
By one Uso who got to be in it. And we missed an RKO on Barrett. Oh, Barrett Wedgie.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, boy.
He has undies under
his
undies.
I saw both Wade and Barrett.
Oh, my God.
And our stream has paused again.
Real bad.
Sorry, everybody. This is just going to be that one.
So we found out that we have an outage in our area, and so our speeds, we actually lost internet for a while. It's just been really slow and annoying. And
so we are currently watching Wade Barrett in midair. He has just landed finally after being airborne for about 6 minutes. The countdown is currently 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So now you're kind of in sync with us if you did that. This was a train wreck. Oh, shit!
Uh-oh. Is this Undertaker? Who else would go out dark at this
Why'd the
point?
lights go out? Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Louise.
Break the walls down.
Did he just troll everyone?
No. That's how he used to enter.
Oh, okay.
The lights, when he would do the light up jacket.
I see.
Number 29. Oh, this is Jericho's Rumble. Now I'm remembering, this was the year where I'm pretty sure he was doing the whole story of like, all I have left to do is win a Royal Rumble. Like, I need to win this Royal Rumble. Like, I think this was his like
swan song,
do or die, all or nothing kind of storyline.
Okay.
Which was like, if I don't win the Rumble, then I got no reason to be wrestling anymore.
Jericho, Randy, Miz. Wait, do we have one more? Do we have a number 30?
Yep, number 30. We got one more left.
Yeah, I want to see who number 30 is.
Ziggler just looks like got kicked in the temple.
Oh, I'm sure that stuff happens all the time. I wonder how many headaches these people have.
I thought you were going to say Ziggler. I'm going to say a lot because he's prone to concussions. So.
Yeah, well,
I love it when
certain people like Ziggler and AJ Styles, they just like do not care about their bodies at all. They're just rag dolls.
I love it when the pyro creates like a fog that just like seeps in.
Yeah, it's cool. I like how the light's filtering.
That's
through
like an old. That was an old Attitude Era problem where every now and then pyro would go off and then you wouldn't see the first 3 minutes of the match.
Oh my God!
It would just be like nothing but smoke.
It's like a battle.
It was a big problem for a while. I'm pretty sure there was a pay-per-view that started once real big and then like the opening bell rang and then people started chanting like, we can't see you or some shit like that.
Do they not have fans or some sort of circulation?
No, there's fans. Look at how many people are in that audience.
Oh, get the out of here.
All right.
I'm talking about fans. Buzz.
What's the sound that fans make? Oh, bees. You're thinking of bees.
Beads?
No, they don't have bees.
Beads?
They don't have bees, but they do have fans in the audience.
Fans. All right,
Last
number 30.
Person, if our thing
stops pausing. 4. Pause.
This episode brought to you by Charter Spectrum.
2. 1. Get out of my water, cat.
Oh,
Big
it's
Show.
the Big Show. Oh man! Everybody in the audience, everybody on commentary, right, just went, "Oh man!"
Was that a bear for his?
Yeah, his like logo is like a grizzly bear.
He's the bear. He's a big bear.
He's a big grizzly bear, which was always weird to me because he's got a lion tattooed on his shoulder, or a tiger or something like that. And boom.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
But he wasn't in the ring yet.
Bye. Oh, jeebs.
These rules are always a little bit iffy.
Yeah, but I think that Sheamus was throwing him, so I think it still counts as an elimination. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's right. I think he's still eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that punch looked great.
Probably a real one.
He took that well. Every now and then, I mean, this is the problem with somebody has like a finishing move. It's a punch. Is it's like you can't throw a pro wrestling punch and make it seem like it's a finishing move. So every now and then, they just have to kind of like, keep it as strong as they can without hurting each other. But there's one very.
Are you sure
famous...
this isn't Vader style?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. He wouldn't be wrestling for as long as he has if he was sloppy in any way. But there's one really famous one where he gave a knockout blow to Sheamus while Sheamus was on the turnbuckle, sitting on the turnbuckle, and they showed it in slow-mo for weeks because Sheamus's whole jaw just went like slow-mo sideways.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Are we down to our final four
I feel
already?
like we're down to the final four. Jericho.
Wow, that happened quick. All right, pick your winner.
Randy.
Randy Orton is your winner.
Or Jericho.
Or Jericho is your winner.
Those are my picks.
Those are your picks. These are some Titans right here. These are big names.
Titans of the industry.
These are some Titan home videos. Coliseum home video. I was close. Titan Towers. Oh boy, what a lackluster attack of Big Show.
I know, right?
It was like, okay,
Randy's
go.
kick.
Okay, go now. No, now. Oh wait, I'm too late. Oh wait, are we going?
Guys, we have to team up together.
Oh boy.
And bring down the big guy. All right.
Oh, Big Show. This is before he lost all the weight. Big Show's real trim now.
Really?
Oh yeah, he just came back.
His little show?
Yeah. He's trim show.
Trim show?
Trim show.
All right.
Because he's still real big.
What was his?
But he's just real trim.
How did he get slim?
Oh,
RKO.
I don't know, but he posted a photo on social media like maybe a year and a half ago, and he just like holding a shirt up and he's got abs and it was just real weird.
What?
But
I mean, he's probably always had abs.
He just came back to the main roster again, and he's not as trim as he was like the year and a half ago when he got real trim, but he's still really trim, and he's gone.
Bye.
Well, down to our final three.
Told
Your two picks are still in there, except boom, bye, Randy Orton. Oh shit!
Plot twist.
Oh,
well, Jericho has to win now.
It seems to me like this audience was a real fan of Randy winning this Rumble.
Of course.
I love, by the way, that all the commentators are still in wrestling gear now. They all sat back down.
They're like, whatever. Well, what were they gonna do? Change?
Yeah, it is a little weird. It's the end of the world as you know it. That sign. Wow, people are really surprised. Oh, it's right. Duh, hometown. I forgot.
Exactly. I was just going to remind you.
Orton's
You're the one
hometown.
who told me.
Oh
Yeah,
boy. Look at these two. Slow the pace down. This is smart. You know how sometimes it gets down to 2 and then it's like the quick rush to get rid of the last person? I like this.
You like the pacing?
I like that when it just comes down to 2, let's collect ourselves. And now we have a match. Now we just have like a one-on-one match over the top rope.
So is this Sheamus's real hair though? Like that's his real hair color, or does he dye it?
He's a ginger. No, this is his real, because if you remember more recently, it was like true red, like fire truck red. This is his natural hair color. His fake hair color is actually less orange and more red.
Because it looked like Becky Lynch dyes her hair
to look
this
like this
color.
Yes.
And you can tell her hair is sort of like a cartoonish, but pretty color. But like this is like,
I think Becky Lynch,
he doesn't look real.
Is like a lot of redheads tend to have more of like a strawberry blondie, kind of like orangey blonde.
It's wild that his hair is this color. People are so into it. They want Sheamus to win so hard.
I think I think they want.
They want the person who threw their boy out to lose.
They want Jericho to lose more than they want him to win.
I take it he's a big heel at this point.
Oh, yeah.
People don't like when a heel wins.
I think this was when he came back, and my timeline might be screwy here, but one of my favorite comebacks ever was Jericho came back after a hiatus, and he didn't say anything for like weeks. He just was like really excited, and his music was played, and then he would run around the audience real excited, and he would like get high fives, and he was all amped.
You told me about this, actually.
And then he would just not say anything.
Yeah.
And then eventually people's cheers and excitement of it started becoming booey because he just wasn't doing anything.
Which is genius, because
so
you
brilliant.
come back as a babyface and you're like, oh, I really want to be a heel though. How do I do this?
It was just so fun.
Well, I'll just troll the audience.
Yeah. I mean, if there's anybody who knows how to reinvent himself, there's nobody in the industry better than Chris Jericho.
Really?
Yeah, the guy has been through so many iterations of who he is without ever changing so much that it's a different character, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
right, like he doesn't come out as some fantastical thing. He's always just Chris Jericho.
And his nicknames may change, but his style doesn't really, you know, like it's
right.
Yeah, he's great.
That's cool.
Oh man, our
stream is really slow, so you might even be ahead of us now,
listeners. You might be done with this match by now. I'm so sorry.
Unfortunately, we are at the mercy of Spectrum. Please write your complaints to Spectrum.
Yeah, be like, hey, how come there were like 6 square miles of bad internet on Saturday, today's date? I don't remember what it was. What's today, 10th?
Today is the 11th.
The 11th, Saturday the 11th. They're kind of booing. Like, I think he's still 50-50 maybe. Really? Yeah, because I don't think either of these guys are baby faces at the moment. I could be wrong. Oh, man, I love this high cross.
Wow, that's cool.
Celtic cross. Oh, he's going to throw him out of the ring with it. Nope. Oh, quick return. Quick reverse. Wait, is he? Oh, no. I love that there's so many of these false eliminations.
Yeah.
These guys are putting in work here.
They're fun. Uh-oh.
Oh, no, is he? Nope, he's still in it.
Smack to the face.
I like it because this is there's not a lot of this. I feel like once it comes down to 2 these days, I feel like the Rumble wraps pretty quickly. Yeah. Okay, so you feel like the pacing isn't like this anymore. Or it just hasn't been in a while. Like I can't think of one other than this. So you think this was the last one that was like this since 2012? I mean, I'm sure it wasn't. We don't know how my memory works, but listen, some listener right now is like, no. Remember last 2015 year when it was 25 minutes until the end of the match? Oh, I love that. I love that big old javelin. Right in the face. Shoulder, yeah. He's a big dude to be able to shift himself like that way. I agree, actually. Chris Jericho's little red underwear, or tights ties are sticking out. I thought at first he was bleeding out of his belly button. Ew. That would be a weird place to bleed from. Well, not if you got chopped in your belly button. Ow. He kicked his belly button. The belly button broke. That is the belly broke. Really disturbing. You're really disturbing to think about. How dare you? Uh-oh. Jericho is in a very precarious situation. Ooh, jeez. It's like a vanilla Oreo, you know, like what? Jericho is like the outer cookie. Oh, big miss of a bro kick. Sheamus code breaker. Nope. He's going to put him in a Walls of Jericho in a Royal Rumble match. That's not going to be very effective. You can't be eliminated that way. No, but he can make it so that he's so injured. Tired. Oh, he sits down deep in it. Just throw him right out. Deep in it. Do you think Sheamus is really this stretchy? Or is he being hurt right now? I mean, this never feels good. It does not look nice. It's like even when he's not applying pressure, it's still not fun to be in this position. Was Ouroboros on his knees? I'll throw it. I'll throw you in it when we're done. I'll put you in the Walls of Jericho. The Walls of Jericho. The Walls of Jericho? Jake and Co. Jake and Co. Because Campfire will probably jump on you, help. He'll like kiss your face while I'm doing it. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Listeners don't want to hear about our sex life, Jake. I'm not even going to comment on that. Oh, my God. No, Jericho. Hanging in there. Oh, I thought I saw a toe graze. And his hands are twisted. Well, yeah, but both feet have to hit the floor. Oh, right. He can put one foot down and it's fine. Right. Oh, no, big block, big boot. They're putting on a good show here at the end of this match. As far as like teasing the audience. It's a nice energy, I will admit. Like, yeah, especially considering our stream is stopping for a second every 2 seconds. Yes, which is very frustrating. I can only imagine listening along. It's like a terrible way to watch wrestling. It really sucks. It sucks. Although it does make you go, oh, what's going to happen? Okay, I could do without that, They make you wait a little bit every second. This better not happen on the Royal Rumble this month. Yeah. 2019. Hopefully. I mean, it's the internet's fault. It's not WWE's fault. For the first time, I'm not blaming the network, you guys. Right, overloaded. Oh, this is a dangerous place. Can we talk about this ring that's orange? It's very... Whoa, the ring is orange? Like the It's kind of red.
Poles.
I think it's red.
Looks orange. Look at his tights.
But the Royal Rumble,
his kneecaps and the orange.
his kneecaps are red. He's wearing red.
Yeah, I know. And then the poles are orange.
They're not that far. It's somewhere in between.
Someone validate the fact that they're orange.
They're orangish. Let's say that.
They're like a fire orange.
Oh, code breaker out of nowhere. Doesn't help him get him over the top rope though.
Nope.
God, I love that old Big Eagle belt. That belt that guy in the front row has, the old WWF Championship.
I didn't see it.
How does it feel now? He's trying to pin him.
What?
He's trying to. That was a fun moment.
The ref was like, no.
The ref's like, there's no pins here.
Where am I?
You know what? I like that they acknowledged it on commentary at least.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a tough go of it. You've been in there a long time, or you came in number 28
right,
or some shit like that.
Right. Jericho did not come out that long ago. At all.
These guys are just having like a brawl. It's really kind of unique for a Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because they're putting on like their moves that aren't necessarily like, oh, I'm not going to throw you over the top rope with,
Right. Like sometimes they're just doing pins.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. That has to be bad on the butt.
Bad on the butt?
Bad on the butt.
I think it's the lower back. That's the problem. Oh, look at that big old slap. Jeez Louise.
He's getting smacked in the face.
Uh-oh, you made him angry.
He's seeing red.
Oh, you don't like him when he's angry.
Red.
He turns big and orange.
He's hulking. Yeah.
Nope. Oh. Uh-oh.
These two are putting on a dance.
Uh-oh. And
oh,
he's still in it. Jericho is still in it.
God. Can you imagine if he accidentally fell? It'd be so funny.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened before.
It has happened before, but
Absolutely.
I just don't know when.
Oh, big bro kick and
hey,
done.
What?
Sheamus is
won.
your victor.
I'm so surprised. I
Sheamus.
have to say, I'm very surprised.
You didn't pick him to win it.
No.
I should have made you pick when it was down in the final two.
Do you know why?
Although you said Jericho.
Because ever since I've been watching, which is only a couple years now,
I love Sheamus first.
Sheamus has not been that big of a character. He just he's there.
I mean, he has barely been around.
He's had moments.
Well,
he was really big in the tag team.
That's what. Yeah, you know him as the tag.
And that was really he has a sty on his eye, and I just saw.
Was it a sty or was it just a big old?
I think it was a sty.
All right. Well, I mean, he was at one point a big world champion contender and a world champion. But what led to the formation of the Bar was that exact story. Was like, what have you done lately, you guys? And it was between him and Cesaro, and it was actually Mick Foley was the GM, and the story being told.
Oh yeah,
was Mick Foley telling them that like you guys are both shades of what you could be. You're not living up to your potential, and so he put them in a best out of 7 series. And I remember when it started, there was so much hate of like, oh, this is so boring. We don't care about this.
But their chemistry.
But then like by the 7th match, because of course it went to 7, by the 7th match, everybody was like, this is incredible. And then they formed the tag team. And then the Bar was together for a long time, which was
great. Yeah, I did enjoy him in the Bar, for sure.
Well, there you go. Your 2012 Royal Rumble probably took a little bit longer for us to watch than it should have. I apologize, those at home. But
sorry.
Favorite moments, things that you enjoyed seeing, things that you hated?
Obviously, Mick Foley.
Seeing Mick Foley.
Just always the best of anything I watch in wrestling.
Yeah. Even when he's sort of a novelty like he was in this.
Yeah. Who cares? He's a legend. I love it.
It was fun watching Sacco versus the Cobra.
That was so silly and fun, and I love it. Yeah, no real complaints. I feel like this was actually a pretty decent Rumble.
You know, this is generally touted as one of the worst Rumbles.
Really?
And in rewatching it, I actually don't judge it as harshly. I think that it really does pick up at the end because all those big names.
I enjoyed the pacing. I agree with you. Like at the end, I don't really understand why people hated it.
And I feel like Jericho and Sheamus like really put in the work at the end.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
whereas most of the times at the end of a Rumble, there's not like. People, I don't know, guys don't really like put a match in, you know?
When people remember these Rumbles, are they also thinking about the entire pay-per-view? Was perhaps the pay-per-view in general just kind of lackluster?
Maybe, potentially, but I definitely just know for a fact that this is at the bottom. It's in the bottom 4 or 5 usually
of rated.
Of the like, oh, hey, here's, the worst.
That's so funny to me because some of the older ones are so much more boring.
Sure, but I think that those sometimes have things that in the moment that, you might find them boring now, and even myself sometimes because we weren't watching live and now we're used to the shift of things.
Sure.
I think you have to judge them on their day. You have to judge them on their day for sure. And so,
sure.
Yeah, but nonetheless,
I mean, yeah, it was I enjoyed it.
All in all, I do think that the most commonly bottom of the list one is usually the first one, which is 88. I don't think we ever did 88. Did we do 88 yet? I don't think we did. I don't think we did the first ever one.
I don't think we've done the very first one. I think we might have done the second or third, pretty far back.
Yeah. But that's usually considered kind of the worst one. And now that I told you that, when we get it, you're like, oh boy. But here's the thing: it's only 20 men, and it's like there's just not a lot to it. It's just like an old school gimmick.
And I'm sure Hulk was a big part of it. Like, I feel like anything that has a big circle around Hulk is a little.
You might be surprised about that.
Really?
Yeah. But in any case, there's your 2012 Royal Rumble. I really enjoyed, man, every time I see Santino, I always go like, shit, I really miss this guy.
Yeah.
I really miss Santino.
Was that your highlight?
For me, the highlight, and he's on the poster of it too. I'll tell you why he's on the poster of it when we watch a later Rumble.
Oh.
There's just like, I love seeing Cody as Cody, even though
that was
obviously who doesn't love the American Nightmare, who doesn't love him in AEW now, but it's just like, I just feel like people gave the aughts, I guess you call them, from of WWE, they give it a lot of shit for really bad stuff, and it's not entirely unjust, but also there's just so much talent.
Right, so it's a little hard to completely hate it,
and it's also there's more talent than I think people really gave it credit for at the time, and I think it's because they never found that John Cena, they never found that, you know what I mean? And at this point, Cena is still the big name, but he's kind of at this point
he's dipping out for
Cena's
film.
Being booed at this point,
right?
Punk hasn't become Punk really become Punk yet, so there's like. There's just a lot of those things that are...
Well, there's lulls.
Yeah, and so I think that in interim times, WWE struggles when they don't feel like they have a big name.
We're talking about a show that's been on for decades. I'm sure that it's a struggle. I mean, it's a feat that it even exists in this way for so long.
Yeah, absolutely. They always say on TV, like, longest running episodic television show in history, and people go like, that's bullshit. And I'm like, nah, listen, I've drank the Kool-Aid when it comes to that. Like, if you think about it, yeah, it might be a live show, which is weird, but it's still just a fucking scripted TV show, like any scripted TV show that goes on.
Absolutely.
And
you cannot ignore that
fucking
fact.
Forever.
Yeah, it's true.
But, well, thank you so much for tuning in. We do apologize if this one was a little tough timing-wise.
Yeah, sorry about that. Not our fault. Blame Spectrum.
Send all your letters to @Spectrum on Twitter. On the real though, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you tuning in. Please follow us both on social media. I am on Twitter @LiquidJake and on Instagram @JakeLloyd.
Instagram and Twitter for me @Alexandra Hoy HOEY.
And make sure you are following @It's Dragon Wagon on all social media to catch up and be in the know on all Dragon Wagon radio news. Check out DragonWagonShop.com. Get yourself some sweet Dragon Wagon Radio and Me, You, and 30 Other Men merchandise.
Ooh.
We've got delightful shirts. Do we have a mug in the shop yet? We gotta get a mug.
I don't think we have a mug.
I'm a sucker for a mug. I'm currently drinking out of my Dungeons and Dragon Wagon mug that I thoroughly enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure if you have not checked out that, check out Dungeons and Dragon Wagon, a D&D inspired homebrew role-playing game recorded and released out into the world for your entertainment. When that's all said and done, it sounds like a really awesome radio drama. We have recently wrapped up our first season. The season finale is out, so it has a definitive end. So if you haven't tried it yet, go give it a shot. We are actually redoing the prologue and the first chapter because we sort of found our footing, and we don't feel like they're necessarily up to snuff for the rest of the episodes. Doesn't mean you can't listen to them right now before we've released those re-releases, but they're there, and if you want to wait, you can wait. Whatever, do what you want to do. All I'm saying is go listen to it. That's what matters the most.
It's a wonderful ride.
Oh boy, you really struggle with those
Oh
W's.
God,
you really struggle.
The South.
What is it? Is it your wonky jaw?
God knows what it is. How dare you?
Is it because you're a southern?
How dare you?
Slack-jawed yokel. Technically, are you a slack-jawed yokel?
I'm not answering these questions.
All right. Well, tune in next time, and maybe she'll answer. If you want to, is she a slack-jawed yokel? Find out next time on Me, You, and 30 Other Men.
Oh God.
Hi, this is Wingman Steve.
Hi, this is Lily.
And you should listen to High School Never Ends, which is a podcast about
pop punk music.
You might hear me and Lily talk about some of our favorite bands like
Blink-182 and Yellow Card,
Tune in every other Thursday. Follow us on social media at HSNEPod. And don't just do it for me.
Do it for Lily.
It's Dragon Wagon.